Ladies and gentlemen, good morning everyone. Today I want to share a simple truth with you. Success has no age. We live in a world where people often set limits on themselves. Some say, I am too young. Nobody will take me seriously. Others say, I am too old. My time has passed. But let me ask you, who decides the right age to dream, to achieve, or to shine? The answer is no one but you. Success is not limited by age. When we talk about success, many people imagine it as something that belongs to a certain time of life. Some think that success must happen when you are young, strong, and full of energy. Others believe it only makes sense when you are older, experienced, and settled. But the truth is, success is not a gift tied to a number. It is a journey tied to determination and passion. Age is just a measurement of time. It does not measure your dreams, your courage, or your potential. A young person may achieve something incredible because they are fearless and ready to take risks. They step forward without worrying too much about failure, and this boldness often opens new doors. At the same time, an older person may achieve something equally great because they have learned through experience. Their patience, wisdom, and calm decisions lead them to victories that a younger version of themselves could never imagine. Both journeys are different, yet both are real examples of success. Think about the people who started late in life but still changed the world. Some learned to read at an age when others thought it was too late, but that knowledge gave them dignity and pride. Some started businesses after retirement and proved that ideas have no deadline. On the other side, children have written books, teenagers have invented technologies, and young leaders have inspired millions. These stories prove one thing again and again. Success belongs to anyone who dares to believe, no matter their age. Society sometimes builds walls around us with expectations. It tells the young that they are too inexperienced to be heard, and it tells the old that they are too late to matter. But success is about breaking these walls. Success whispers in your ear when you dare to try, when you push yourself to keep moving forward, even if the world doubts you. Success does not ask for your birth certificate. It only asks for your courage, your hard work, and your belief in yourself. When you are young, success may come in the form of fresh opportunities. You may see the world as a place full of open doors. You may try one path and then another until you find the one that feels right. This freedom to experiment is itself a step towards success. When you are older, success may look different. It may not be about chasing every door, but about choosing wisely which door to open. It may be about proving to yourself that it is never too late to learn something new, to dream again, or to start a journey that once seemed impossible. Success is not about age, it is about persistence. A young person can fail again and again, but still get up with fire in their heart. An older person may carry scars of the past, but those scars give them the strength to stand tall when challenges appear. The process is different, but the destination is the same. Reaching a point where you feel proud of what you have achieved, proud of the courage it took, proud of the journey itself. If you measure success only by years, you will miss the beauty of life. A 10-year-old painting their first picture can feel the same joy as a 70-year-old publishing their first book. The sparkle in their eyes is proof that success is not measured in decades, but in moments of achievement. What matters is not when you succeed, but that you believe you can. Youth brings energy, age brings wisdom. These two gifts of life are often seen as opposites, yet they are both essential parts of the journey towards success. When someone is young, their heart is filled with fire and their body is full of strength. They have the courage to take risks, to dream without boundaries, and to run after those dreams with unstoppable energy. Youth is often fearless because it has not yet seen the weight of too many failures. This energy makes the young bold enough to explore new ideas, to challenge traditions, and to create something fresh in the world. They may fall, but they rise quickly because their spirit is light, and they are willing to try again and again without giving up too soon. On the other hand, age carries something even more powerful than energy. It carries wisdom. With the passing of years, come experiences that no book or teacher can give. Every struggle, every mistake, every victory and every loss leaves behind lessons. These lessons shape a person into someone who knows the depth of life, someone who understands the value of patience, someone who can guide others with clarity. Wisdom is not about how fast you run, but about knowing which direction is worth running toward. An older person may not have the same energy as a young one, but they have the vision to avoid unnecessary roads, the calmness to face storms, and the strength to stand steady, even when the ground shakes. Youth is like the rising sun, bright and full of possibility. Age is like the evening sky, calm and full of colors painted with experience. Both hold their own beauty, and both are capable of leading to success. A young entrepreneur may bring energy and creativity to start something new, while an older one may bring wisdom to keep it stable and lasting. A young student may learn quickly with excitement, while an older learner may understand deeply with patience. Neither is less important, both carry strengths that can shine if used well. Life often becomes a balance between these two gifts. A young person who respects the wisdom of elders combines energy with knowledge, creating powerful results. An older person who keeps alive the spirit of youth within themselves combines wisdom with passion, creating inspiration for everyone around them. The truth is, success does not require you to be only young or only old. It requires you to recognize what stage of life you are in and to use its unique power. Energy alone can sometimes make people rush into things without thinking. It can lead to quick successes, but also quick mistakes. Wisdom alone can sometimes make people overthink and hesitate too much, losing chances that come their way. But when energy and wisdom meet, they create balance. They create a path where dreams are chased with courage, but also protected with care. A young person may say, "I will prove myself, I will change the world," and they often do, because of the burning force inside them. An older person may say, "I will show you that learning never ends, that growth never stops," and they often do because of the strength of their wisdom. Both voices are right, both are needed, and both remind us that every age carries a unique gift that can lead to achievement. As long as you live, success is possible. Life itself is proof that possibilities exist, because each new day comes with chances that were not there yesterday. The heartbeat inside you means potential is still alive. The breath in your lungs means opportunities are still waiting. Success does not belong only to those who achieved it early, nor does it vanish for those who struggled too long. It belongs to anyone who chooses to keep trying while they are alive. The only true ending comes when a person decides to stop believing in themselves. Because until then, life always offers another road to walk. Many people mistakenly think that success has an age limit. They see young people achieving great things and assume that if they miss their own chance earlier, they can never try again. Others believe they are too young to be taken seriously, that they should wait until they are older. Both thoughts are walls built by fear, not by truth. Life proves again and again that the young can succeed beyond expectations and that the old can rise when everyone else has given up on them. The only thing required is the courage to start where you are and the belief that your efforts still matter. Every stage of life carries its own strength. A child may succeed by showing creativity and fresh imagination. A teenager may succeed with boldness and passion. An adult may succeed with responsibility and focus. An older person may succeed with patience and wisdom. Each stage has gifts that can be turned into success if the person chooses to use them. Waiting for the perfect age is simply wasting time, because the perfect age is the one you are living right now. History and real life are full of examples that prove this truth. There are children who achieved remarkable things before they even understood the meaning of success. There are people who struggled for years in silence but found recognition much later in life. Some became inventors in their later years, some became writers after retirement, and some found their passion after losing everything. Their journeys show that success is not tied to youth or to age. It is tied to determination, persistence, and belief. The beauty of life is that it always allows second chances. Even if you missed one opportunity, another one can come if you stay open to it. Even if you failed in one field, you can rise in another. Success is not a single door that closes forever. It is a series of doors, and each one can be opened. If you dare to knock, as long as you live, you can decide to walk through one of them. What often holds people back is the belief that it is already too late. They compare their timeline with others and feel defeated. But comparison steals joy, and it blinds people to the fact that their own journey is still unfolding. The truth is, every breath you take is a reminder that your story is not finished. You can still add new chapters. You can still rewrite your path. You can still surprise yourself with what you are capable of. Success does not demand perfection. It demands persistence. It does not ask for youth. It asks for courage. It does not need a certain age. It needs a willing heart. The moment you choose to believe that you can, the path of success opens again. As long as there is life, there is time to try. And as long as there is time to try, success is always within reach. Courage matters more than years. It is the quiet force that pushes a person to step out of comfort zones, to face the unknown, and to walk on roads that others are too afraid to travel. Age can tell you how many seasons you have lived, but courage tells you how many storms you have faced and survived. A young person may lack experience, but if they have courage, they will step forward into opportunities that others avoid. An older person may feel the weight of time, but if they have courage, they will still rise with strength and show the world that life is not over until the heart stops beating. Courage is what makes a child raise their hand in class, even when they are unsure of the answer. It is what makes a young adult chase a dream that others laugh at. It is what makes a middle-aged person start again after losing everything. It is what makes an elderly person try something new when people around them say it is too late. The number of years lived does not matter if the spirit is too afraid to try. A life filled with fear of failure is far smaller than a life filled with courage to attempt, even when the outcome is uncertain. Success is never a smooth journey. There are failures, rejections, and moments of deep doubt. Age cannot protect anyone from these challenges. A young person may face rejection at their first job application, and an older person may face rejection when trying to start something new. The difference lies in who has the courage to stand up again and continue walking. Courage is the fire that tells you that one failure does not mean the end. Courage whispers that every rejection is only redirection. Without it, dreams stay locked inside the mind, never given a chance to breathe. The world has countless examples of people who showed that courage, not age, defined their path. Some broke records as teenagers because they had the strength to face fear and move forward. Some found their success later in life because they had the courage to start over when others thought their time was gone. If they had waited for the right age, they would still be waiting. Courage taught them that the right time is the moment you decide to begin. Years can sometimes become a chain that people tie to themselves. The young fear that they are not old enough to be taken seriously. The old fear that they are too late to be accepted. But courage cuts this chain. It allows the young to speak, even if their voice shakes. It allows the old to act, even if their hands tremble. It is not the number of years, but the strength of courage that makes history remember someone. Every act of progress begins with a single step of courage. To speak when silence is easier, to try when failure looks certain, to continue when quitting feels comfortable. These are the choices that define greatness. Age may influence how fast you walk or how long you can run, but courage decides whether you will walk at all. It decides whether you will keep running when the road gets steep. It decides whether you will continue climbing when the mountain looks too high. Dreams have no expiry date. They are not like milk that spoils after a few days or bread that grows stale with time. Dreams are seeds planted in the heart, and as long as there is life, those seeds can grow. Sometimes they bloom quickly, sometimes they take years, and sometimes they wait for the right season. But no calendar can decide when a dream must end. There are people who achieve their dreams at a very young age. A teenager might dream of writing a book and manage to publish it while still in school. There are also people who carry a dream for decades and finally see it come true in later years. The timing may be different, but the dream remains alive as long as the person keeps believing. The idea that dreams must be fulfilled within a certain age is nothing but a cage built by society. When people say you are too young or you are too old, they are only projecting their own fears. A dream does not understand these limits. It only understands passion and effort. Life often interrupts dreams. A young person may need to pause their goals to support their family. An older person may put aside personal desires because of responsibilities. But pressing pause is not the same as pressing stop. A dream can sleep quietly inside you for years and still wake up stronger than before. The desire to paint, to write, to build, to travel, to create, these things do not vanish with age. They may change shape, they may adapt, but they remain waiting for the moment you decide to honor them. Many times people feel regret when they look back and think they missed their chance. They say, if only I had tried when I was younger. But dreams are forgiving. They do not punish you for waiting. They invite you to begin again, no matter how much time has passed. A person who learns to play an instrument at 60 may feel the same joy as someone who started at 6. A person who starts studying at 40 may feel the same excitement as someone fresh out of school. The dream adjusts itself to the age, but it never loses its ability to give meaning to life. Dreams are timeless because they are tied to the soul, not to the body. The body ages, but the spirit does not grow old. If you allow yourself to dream, you will always feel a spark of youth inside you. It keeps you alive. It keeps you hopeful. It keeps you moving forward. Even if circumstances force you to take detours, the dream stays as a compass, reminding you of where your heart truly wants to go. It is easy to think that opportunities disappear with time, but opportunities are born every day. A new door opens each morning, and sometimes the key to that door is the very dream you have been carrying for years. The only real expiry date is the day you give up completely, the day you decide your dream is no longer worth fighting for. Until then, it remains alive, waiting for your courage to bring it into the light. Effort today creates success tomorrow. Every action we take, no matter how small, is like a seed planted in the soil of our future. Many people dream of success but forget that dreams require consistent effort to grow. A single step taken today may not look like much, but when repeated with dedication, it builds a path toward achievement. The work you put in now, the discipline you practice, and the choices you make are all investments that shape the success you will see later. Success is not magic that appears overnight. It is the result of effort, patience, and persistence. When you study for an hour each day, you may not feel the change immediately, but months later the knowledge becomes clear. When you practice a skill daily, the progress may feel invisible at first, but with time, you master what once felt impossible. The human mind often wants quick results, but true success respects the law of growth. Just like a tree takes years to rise from a seed into something tall and strong, success requires nurturing through consistent effort. It cannot be rushed, but it cannot be denied if the effort is genuine. Effort today is proof of commitment. Anyone can dream, but not everyone is willing to act. Success belongs to those who not only imagine, but also take small, steady steps toward their vision. Some people wait for the perfect time to begin, but the truth is that the perfect time is today. Every hour of hard work, every moment of discipline, and every attempt, even if it fails, brings you closer to your tomorrow. Life teaches that even failures are not wasted if effort is sincere. A failure today may feel painful, but it becomes part of the strength you need for tomorrow's success. Each attempt sharpens you, each setback trains you, and each effort lays a foundation for the future. When tomorrow arrives, it is not built by luck, but by the efforts of yesterday. Effort also has the power to break limits. A young person who works hard can achieve things far beyond their years. An older person who continues to put in effort can achieve things society thought were no longer possible for them. Age becomes irrelevant when effort is constant, because consistent effort creates results regardless of when you start. Passion may light the fire, but effort is what keeps the fire burning. Without effort, even the brightest passion fades into nothing. People often admire those who succeed but forget the unseen effort behind their achievements. Behind every medal is hours of practice. Behind every invention is years of trial and error. Behind every successful story is countless effort that no one else witnessed. It is easy to envy the results, but it is important to respect the effort. The truth is that effort is the most honest part of success, because it cannot be faked. You either work for it or you don't, and the results eventually reveal the truth. The beauty of effort is that it compounds over time. Small daily actions build habits, habits build character, and character builds destiny. Just like drops of water fill a jar, every effort fills your future with progress. Even if you do not see immediate success, the tomorrow you are building quietly takes shape. Success is not waiting at the end of one grand gesture. It is hidden in the everyday effort that prepares you for greatness. Every stage of life is a new beginning. Life is not a straight line that moves only in one direction without change. It is a series of chapters, each one different from the last. When one chapter ends, another begins, and with it comes new chances, new experiences, and new opportunities to grow. The idea that beginnings are only meant for the young is misleading. A child begins with curiosity, a young adult begins with ambition, an older adult begins with wisdom, and even in later years, a person can begin again with peace and clarity. At every age, life offers a fresh start if we are willing to take it. For a child, the world is full of wonder. Every day feels like a new adventure. Every discovery feels like a triumph. The first step, the first word, the first drawing, all of these are beginnings that shape the foundation of learning. In youth, beginnings are about exploring identity, testing abilities, and chasing dreams with passion. A young person may begin with enthusiasm, not knowing exactly where the road leads, but that is the beauty of youth. It allows experimentation and risk-taking without the fear of permanent failure. As adulthood comes, beginnings take a new form. They may arrive as the first job, the first responsibility, or the first independent decision. These beginnings may seem heavier than the carefree starts of childhood, but they build resilience and character. A person may start a career, build a family, or create something of their own. Each start is significant, shaping not just the individual, but also the people around them. Successes and failures at this stage teach valuable lessons that prepare one for the next chapter of life. Later in life, beginnings may not look the same, but they carry their own power. Some people begin again after setbacks such as losing a job, a relationship, or financial stability. These are not easy beginnings, but they prove that even in difficulty, there is always room for renewal. Others find joy in beginning hobbies, passions, or studies that were once delayed by responsibilities. Someone may start painting at 50, writing at 60, or traveling